You know, guys, sometimes you don't have the luxury of sticking to all the exercises in your program. Maybe you're traveling a lot like me, or maybe your gym has become so packed lately that you need to mix things up just to finish your workout. So I thought it would be fun to create a series taking the 7 most common exercises I see people in my gym training with and rank them based on how effective they are at building muscle mass. Now, if you're new to my channel, you should know that I have hundreds of videos to help you correct your form on a multitude of exercises on my website, muscularstrength.com. They're all organized by body part and level of difficulty, and so before we dive in, know that at any time you can click this link right here for a free 7-day trial of my website where you can watch those videos, gain access to my custom meal planner, and try any of my 12-week workout programs. Now let's get started. Alright, so kicking things off with number 7 is the plate press or SVEN press. And this exercise does have its uses, but building muscle mass isn't one of them. TikTok would have you believe otherwise, and that the inward pressure on the plate will help you build your mid-chest. But all you're really doing is helping your brain to build a stronger mind-muscle connection as you feel chest fibers activate that you may have never felt before. Remember, to build mass, you need a combination of heavy weight and volume. So unless you're warming up, supersetting with a heavy press, or have time for a finisher exercise, I'd leave this one out of your routine. Number 6 is dumbbell flies. Now, despite the fact that pulling the arms closer together is a pure pectoral motion, the major hang-up with the dumbbell flies is that you lose tension on your chest toward the top of the movement as the dumbbells are brought together. You're also limited by how much weight you can safely perform the movement with, as you need to maintain a slight bend in your elbows. Too often I see guys turn the dumbbell fly into a press variation because they're trying to go too heavy with the movement. However, an advantage of this movement is that because you're performing it on a bench, incorporating flies into a superset with a dumbbell press would be relatively easy to do and help you maximize bringing more volume into your workouts without extending your training time by too much. Number 5 is cable flies. And now the reason why these rank higher than dumbbell flies is because they're more efficient when it comes to keeping constant tension on your chest during your reps. This is because regardless of which variation you're performing, the cables are constantly creating tension in your chest muscles as long as the weight stack remains elevated. Also, if you're having a hard time maintaining your balance when moving heavy weight, you can always introduce a bench for back support and still keep that constant tension in your chest as long as the bench is placed properly. The only real drawback here when compared to the dumbbell fly is that depending on your gym's setup, it can be tough to find a bench to bring to the cable machine, and you most likely won't be able to snag a pair of dumbbells to superset with presses if your gym is packed. But if you can make it happen, nothing makes a superset more intense than a scoop of pre-workout. You guys know NO Explode has been my pre-workout of choice for the last 11 years, and the new Vaso formula hits hard with a massive pump and that tingly feeling that makes you want to lift all the weight in the gym. So be sure to check it out. I'll drop a link down in the comment section below. Now on to number 4 on my list, and that's machine presses. And most gyms usually have a flat, decline, and incline variation. Some benefits to using them is that you can really overload the weight and don't have to worry about needing a spotter if you fail. Also, the machine is a fixed range of motion, meaning that it would be very hard for you to perform the exercise incorrectly. However, because machine exercises are all about a standardized or fixed range of motion, that takes away all the balance and stabilization that would normally be required to perform the movement with a barbell or dumbbells. Now, this can be great for beginners, but may hold back someone who is a bit more advanced looking for more muscle fiber recruitment. But as long as you properly adjust the seat height and pack your shoulders tight, you should be able to train your chest hard. Number 3 on the list is chest dips. But first, if you're unsure of the difference between chest dips and triceps dips, I have a video you can watch right here for form instructions. But what makes this exercise so great is that it's one of the few movements that allow us to place a lot more emphasis on the lower chest, and you can utilize bands, your body weight, or a weight belt to progress from beginner to advanced. However, a major setback here is that if you have poor shoulder mobility, you could experience pain or discomfort as you perform the movement. Now, if that sounds like you, this doesn't mean abandon the exercise. Either way, you're going to have to work on your shoulder mobility for your own safety and overall shoulder health. So my suggestion would be to start with bodyweight or bands, and in between your sets, perform shoulder mobility stretches and exercises to help loosen up your shoulders, because let's be honest, I rarely see anyone hitting dips hard in my gym. So I know that station is always open. Number 2 on my top 7 list of exercises is the barbell press. And as we know, if you want to build muscle, you need to lift heavy. And the barbell is going to be your best bet to move the most amount of weight. You can focus on overall chest activation with the flat bench, place more emphasis on the upper chest with the incline press, or focus on gaining more mass on your lower chest utilizing the decline press. But no matter which variation you choose, as long as you maintain proper form, you'll be able to overload each set without fear of failing as long as you have a spot up. But in terms of overall chest activation for building muscle mass, in my opinion, we still fall a bit short of the number 1 exercise on our list due to the fixed range of motion caused by your hands having to firmly grip the barbell during the movement. Remember that the chest is responsible not only for pressing, but arm adduction as well. And adduction can be only achieved with the use of dumbbells. So it should be no surprise that the dumbbell press is number 1 on the list. But it's there for a few other reasons as well. Having the freedom to adduct your arms as you press the weight up also means that you need to recruit more muscle fibers and rely on stronger surrounding stabilizer muscles to not only maintain your balance on the bench, but keep your arms moving in the same up and down movement pattern during the entire set. Also, because there's no barbell going across your chest, you'll be able to achieve a deeper stretch at the bottom of each repetition, which will compound with the harder flex at the top of the movement due to being able to bring your arms together. However, there is one major drawback to the dumbbell press when compared to the barbell press, and that will change person to person, and that drawback is how heavy the dumbbells go in your gym. At some point, especially if you train in a traditional commercial gym, you will outgrow the dumbbell rack. For example, my gym only goes up to 100-pound dumbbells, and I'm currently hitting sets of 12 to 15 repetitions, and that's after already pre-exhausting my chest with a heavy incline barbell press. So I guess what I'm saying here is that depending on your situation, we could see the dumbbell and barbell press as equals. Always remember that to see growth, you need heavy weight and volume. So if your gym only goes up to 70-pound dumbbells and you can hit them for 20 repetitions, abduction and a deeper stretch at the bottom becomes irrelevant, and you need to make your way back to the barbell bench press. Be sure to like and subscribe, as that really helps boost the YouTube algorithm, thus supporting the channel and helping more people find my videos. And if you'd like to try any of my 12-week muscle building programs, all you have to do is click this link right here. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.